What's going on, guys? Just went and picked up some new shoes and grabbed some white chucks. Super excited to break these in. So what better way to break in a new pair of chucks than to go deadlift? So that's what we about to do. So what's going on, guys? So I just kind of wanted to, before the training clip comes on, I kind of wanted to explain a little bit. So, Ed Cohen's deadlifting program. I went through 10 full weeks. My deadlift went from 500 pounds to 545 pounds, and not bad at all. But one thing that I did look at within recording myself is I've seen myself pulling and getting really crappy form. And by no means am I form police, by zero means. Like, I believe that if you're going for a 1 rep max, or if you're lifting close to your like when you're maxing out to that extent, your back is going to round. Your form is not going to look the best. And if it does, then I mean, you're programming conservatively. which is okay. Which I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. But the one thing I'm realizing is that as I'm getting heavier in weight, I'm gypping myself of strength gains in different areas of the lift. Is if I'm deadlifting and I'm pulling the bar up and my lats are not tight and my upper back starts to roll over, when I get the bar to about the lockout position, if my shoulders are aligned and they're folded forward, it's almost impossible to lock 500 plus pounds out. And it really becomes a struggle. So I watched a Mark Bell and a Silent Mike video when they were giving kind of like a presentation on the deadlift and stuff like that, and some key things that I think are really important for me to focus on this time, and you'll see me trying to focus on them in this video. And Ed Cohen, one of the best deadlifters of all time, said that the deadlift is a two-part movement. It is actually pushing your feet through the ground, pushing your feet down, and then pulling back. So really, and that just combines to make the deadlift. So really focusing on that too, and that driving my heels through the ground and pulling back. Almost to the exaggeration of a point that if I'm warming up or doing lightweight, that pulling like 135 like you'll see in the first clip, I almost fall backwards. Just because if you think about it, is if your body is in a position and you lean back to a point to where the weight naturally starts to come off of the ground, that is naturally coming off the ground without you even putting effort into pulling. So it's really kind of just emphasizing and using your leverages to your benefits. So I'm really focusing on that here. I'm also focusing on wrapping the bar. Silent Mike kind of said it like this: is that you're wrapping the bar around your legs, bending the bar around your legs, which just allows visually a motion that everybody can visualize, wrapping the bar around their legs, but that causes your lats to tuck and stay tight, which once again comes back to just keeping your shoulders tight, and keeping your lats tight is causing your back to stay pretty flat. So I'm really focusing on that here, and really pushing for that movement here. So I went a little lighter today, worked up to a 430 pound double for one set, just kind of staying conservative, controlling the weight. I did come in and hit a 500 pound deadlift, but when I felt how that was with my back staying tight, it was super slow, super grainy, super nasty, and I'll be honest with you, it just made me recognize more how much I need to focus a little more on not ripping the weight off the ground and just staying tight, because I can rip 520 for a double, not worrying about my form, but then when I go in and I go to hit with a flat back 500 pounds for a single, I'm just struggling a little more. So yeah, guys, I'm just really kind of focusing on those things today within this movement. And I do see today in the video, you'll see when I go to pull, my shoulders kind of go forward, like the weight's pulling me forward. And that's something I have to get better at too. I do recognize it in the video. So these are just things I'm working on. I really want to perfect my deadlift to get as strong as physically possible. So, reset Ed Cohen's program, set my max for about 535, which is where I'm at with my max, and I have it set to be able to pull a 575 deadlift. This is 10 weeks. Today, starting the first day of his deadlift program, I'll probably deadlift between 1 to 2 times a week, just to stay consistent. And yeah, guys, super excited about it.